Oh, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our festive kind of show. We're getting festive-ish sort of thing. But anyway, it's our Monday live stream, which we record and we put out as a podcast as well, which is pretty awesome, isn't it? So how is everybody doing? Let me know how everybody's doing in the comments as you join. We shall see how many people we get along tonight. So yes, how is everybody doing? I'll just get the no, I want that chat. So how is everybody doing? Yeah, nearly Christmas, people. I'm on the home stretch today. So get your questions in, get your comments in. Whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about whatever you want. So yeah, thanks, Gary. Welcome everybody. If this is your first time here, we record a live stream every week where I get to hang out with you guys. We talk about running shoes and coaching. I ask your coaching questions and any other questions, and then we put that out as a podcast. So you may be listening to this as a podcast. You may be watching this live, and if you are watching this live, again, get in the question box, the comment box, and ask away. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. So, just to bring you up to speed on the channel this week. So today, obviously, we had the Evo SL2, but as we shouldn't be calling that the Evo SL2, we're going to call it the Evo SL Woven. So that video dropped today. Tomorrow, we got a very good video about some of the shoes I'm looking forward to in sort of the first half of 2026, let's say. So that drops tomorrow. Then we've got a shoe, the sort of one marathon training shoe for normal people. That drops this week. Don't know when. We've got a Glide Ride Max 2 review coming this week. Again, not sure on the timing. And I may film another shoe review. It depends if I get the miles in them at the early part of this week. So we shall see where we're going on that one. Okay. We've got a few more shoes still to come out this year that are already locked and loaded, but they're scheduled to come. So like the Saucony Ride 19 and a few other bits and bobs, Supernova Solution and some others. So we've got some other bits and bobs coming your way between now and the end of the year. I do want your feedback. I do want to know if there's any specific videos you want to see in the new year. That would be helpful for me. So please let me know. I do have one request for a video, which was really good, sent in via email, actually. And that's coming in the new year. I'm going to do that one. So that's kind of cool. And I think next week or like this week coming, I think our sort of looking back, looking forward videos are coming your way as we enter the last part of the year. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at on the channel. If you've not signed up for the National Running Show, we're there on a Saturday. Make sure you sign up for that and come along to the evening entertainment, which is us running around the Birmingham NEC. So make sure you sign up to that. If you've not joined as an affiliated club member, do it in January. You're going to get 3 months for free. I think that's about it, guys, to be honest with you. Yeah. So, again, anybody who's joining us, get yourselves into the comments, questions, interested to know your thoughts. Did anybody see the shoes that were at TRE, the running event? I don't know if you've seen any of that stuff on socials. Anybody got any comments about Valencia this weekend? Yeah, so I'm just interested to hear what you're thinking about, really. So, again, it doesn't have to be running shoes. It can be running shoes. Whatever you want to talk about over the next 30 odd minutes, stick that in the chat. Okay, all good? Brilliant. Okay, team. Right. So, where are we? I'm just going to say good evening to everybody. And thanks to everybody for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Matthew's in the house, big boy. Hi, Chris. Is there a Saucony Tempest 3? There is a Saucony Tempest 3 on the cards. It's coming. Oh, I can tell you when it's. Do you want me to tell you when it's meant to be coming? Let's have a look. Hang on. I can tell you when it's coming. It's not a shoe that I have had yet from Saucony. We've had quite a few shoes from them. But it's. I'm going to tell you when it's coming. Or allegedly coming. I've seen it. So I've got so between me, you, and the door part, basically, I've got a spreadsheet that we use with, let's say, our partners. Let's put it like that. And in that, it's got all basically all the release dates. So that's what I'm looking at for you. Or the alleged release dates. Let's be very careful with that. So let me just scroll to 2026. Yeah, that's what I thought. So February, we're meant to get the new version. So I should be getting that. Actually, I don't know whether they will send that to me. With the Tempest. I mean, I'm very lucky. I've got like 5 shoes from Saucony. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, it's February, basically early next year. So there's a load of shoes. If you didn't know, there's a load of shoes coming January, February sort of time, and even into March as well, right? So there's loads coming your way. All right, matey. But yeah, I think it's well worth hanging on for the old Tempest. Yeah, everybody who got their good for ages for London today. Dawn's one of them. She's done a cracking job there. Obviously, Betty Boy as well. I put them out. So that's good news. I've got a pacer for London. But yeah, Dawn's got her good for age. Hard earned there, Dawn. Well done, you. And by the way, anybody who's joining us late, please get your questions and comments in wherever you want to talk about in tonight's show. Whether it's about any of the stuff we've got coming on the channel or you want to see next year. I'm really interested to get your feedback, please, on what you want to see on the channel next year. It'd be really helpful to me. Thank you very much. Dan, hi James. Okay. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name, and I do apologise for that. It's my ignorance, and I'm sorry for that. But really nice question. If you could run in just one shoe for the rest of your life, what pair would that be? That would be the Nike Vomero Premium. But I'd like a really like sort of nice colorway. I like the black, but I instead of the green AirPods, I'd like pink AirPods. I think that'd look pretty awesome. But right now, sitting here today, I honestly, it'd be the Vomero Premium. I absolutely love the shoe, and you shouldn't really. I know I'm struggling with words. It's just what I'm at. But I shouldn't really like absolutely love it as much as I do, but I really do. I just really, 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 really love the shoe. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah. So the Vomero Premium. Has anybody else tried the Vomero Premium? Or I mean, it's so much money, but just let me know. Would Adidas give you the Pro Evo 2 to test? Would like to hear how you feel compared to No, Adidas. Adidas have been very generous to me this year. But that's not a shoe that they've sent me. Obviously, they've sent it to other people, but that's not a shoe that I've been sent yet. Whether they will or they won't, I don't know. Could I ask for it from like a retail partner? Probably, but I don't really want to ask for that shoe because I can't really get out and race in it. I mean, I've got a race, but it's a 10 miler over the Christmas period. But it's not really. I'd like to do it some service really. I like to sort of, hopefully you guys know, to test the shoes in races if it's a race shoe really. Unless that race shoe is a shoe that doesn't suit me and I'll probably wear it for something else. That's probably the only sort of caveat to that. But I think yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love for them to send it to me, but I don't think I'm high enough in terms of priority. I don't think I've got enough followers and all that sort of stuff. And that's not a dig at anyone, by the way, in terms of Adidas or anything like that. Just don't think I'm, in terms of number one on their seeding list, which is I've got no problem with at all. But again, I've been very lucky with Adidas this year. So no complaints from me. But yeah, I would love to try the shoe. Endorphin Pro 5 or Rocket X3 for heavy runners. It's interesting, actually. I was thinking about doing a video about this because on the Saucony Endorphin Pro 5 video, a couple of people mentioned the Rocket X3, and I think it's a good stable racing shoe as well. It would probably work better for bigger runners, the Rocket X3, but I just feel like the Saucony, although the foam is old technology, I think that package works. It's a little bit more user friendly. I think anybody who's been using the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4 will get on with the Thrive. So that makes a lot of sense to me. So yeah, the Rocket X3 is a really good shoe. Really good shoe. But I think the Pro 5 wins it purely because of it's sort of we sort of all know it, and we know it well, that you're not exploring anything unknown on race day with the Pro 5. Does that make any sense? What stable Miss T708? But guys and girls, thanks for joining me. Get your questions, get your comments in, please, into the chat box. I will answer them. Again, if you missed anything at the front end, we had the Evo SL2/woven/ not sure what it's called video today. We've got A6 Glide Ride Max. Really gave a shoe away then. A6 Glide Ride Max 2 video this week. We've got my sort of picks for the first bit of the next year coming as well. Number one, like marathon training shoe, you all need to buy if you've got marathon in the spring and you don't know what to buy. And there's a couple of other bits. We may also drop another review depending on where we go in terms of my mileage. So just again, that's coming your way this week on the channel. So thanks again to everybody. Oh, and we are live on Friday, by the way. We're back live. We've got 2 more weeks of live. We've got this week and next week here on the Monday, and then we've got this week and next week live on the Friday as well, and then we're done for Christmas. Sorry, going back to your question. What stable neutral trainer do you recommend? I recommend the Evo SL, actually, as I just mentioned. I think it's the best running shoe you can currently buy. I think the woven version's an improvement on it. So yeah, go check that one out, and you can pick them up on the cheap. Right, so this is an answer to a question I asked you about the running event. In terms of what shoes did you see that interested you? From the vids I've seen from TRE, it looks like Hoka were keeping a lot of their stuff under wraps. Any clues about what might be coming from them? Yeah, it's interesting, actually. That's Dan. That's a really good question. I think I'm going to answer it more broadly, actually. I think what we saw at TRE this year, other than madness from Brooks in terms of the Brooks Flex, which no one's going to buy, and they spent a lot of money on that shoe, promoting it, and no one's going to buy it, is the how many shoes relative to previous years were under lock and keep. So in terms of they kept back, and I think that's actually a result of the amount of influencers who go there, which is not a bad thing, by the way. But I think their brands are now conscious of that stuff gets leaked. Those guys obviously make the videos, and there's pictures that can pop up on Instagram and stuff like that. I think they're conscious of that, so they hold quite a bit back now. Don't get me wrong, there's still some good shoes that they previewed, but there wasn't as much as there usually is, and I think that's a byproduct of the fact that the influencers, the content creators, are going to that event now, where I think in the past it was more of a trade event, and the retailers went there to preview it. It's now turned into a bit of a circus around YouTubers, influencers, content creators going there. Again, that's not a negative statement. I think it's a good thing. So they're probably mindful of what they can show because they know it's going to come out online. So that's an element of that, I would say. But yeah, Hoka's a great example. They basically showed 2 shoes off, which were a total waste of time. The Max 7 or whatever number is, I think it had an outsole update. Who cares about that? And the new Clifton. We wanted to see the Cielo, and we wanted to see the other shoes from them, right? So they've obviously, they know they've got them, but like if you go back to last year, they came out, previewed loads of shoes. So they've obviously, a lot of the brands have taken a step towards, let's hold some of this back, which is rather interesting, isn't it? So let's see if that works in their favor or not. I've answered that question. Okay. Oh yeah, I do want to mention something actually, and this is quite cool. Someone sent an email in that they've just started watching the channel, and they started watching the channel because somebody in the Adidas store in London recommended the channel. How cool is that? So I don't know what the pretense of that conversation was, but somebody recommended the channel on the back of a conversation in an Adidas store. How cool is that? So whoever that was, thank you. Anyway, let's get back to it. Peter, huge thanks to Chris, who helped me choose my marathon shoe for Florence. A6 Edge, unbelievable. Despite a small hotspot, they really looked after it. Oh, well done. Congratulations. I'm glad they worked. I was talking to Guy tonight, actually, one of my clients. We was talking about the A6 colorways and the Edge, and obviously you've got the other shoes. I've got the Glide Ride Max 2 in the Eckerton colorway. I don't know about you, but I think they look fantastic in that green colorway. They really do. Really, really, really do. Have you done a review on the premium yet? Premium, are you talking about the Nike? I've done a video on the Nike. There's another one coming. But yes, we have done a video on the Nike. Peter's come back. Stunning race. This is on Florence. Amazing atmosphere. 3:35. 17-minute PB. That's outrageous. Well done. Unbelievable. Kerry, did you get into Berlin? I heard saying that you weren't keen. No, I wasn't keen, Kerry. So next year, I cancelled one of my events in the spring. I was actually offered something else as well, but I cancelled. I've just dialed spring back into one race, which is London, which I'm running for charity. And then I've got Amsterdam in October, and then New York. So Berlin would have been a real problem if I got it. So it's the first time I think that I've been in a ballot and was hoping that I wasn't going to get a place. So yeah, I was really lucky that I didn't get a place, if that makes any sense. Because that would have it would have been too much. So look, who knows what's around the corner? You've got to take these chances when they come and be grateful when they do come. But for me, as it stands at the moment, I was really grateful that I didn't get in to Berlin. Let me know if anyone else got into Berlin. But yeah, let me know anything in the comments and drop a question in there. Look, there you go. Danny, look, after my comment, evening for just got my Super Blast 2 in the Eckerton colorway. It's banging. Yeah, the green colorway is, I'm telling you now, that Glide, although my Glide Ride Max 2s are like filthy, absolutely filthy. But they do look good in that green colorway. Gary, I have a 50-mile ultra in April. He's got the Alpha Fly 1, Nova Blast, Super Blast, Pro 3, SL2, Boston 12, and Deviate Nitro. Are you going to wear all of those, Gary? Interested to know. DT, hi Fordy. I'm planning on buying the Saucony Endorphin Pro 5 after your video. Someone who pronates, I've been looking for a race day shoe like this. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I was just finishing my tea if you listen on the point. Yeah, I think that would work for you. It's the stable option, let's say, out there. I say Rocket X3 to a degree, but I think if you've run in the Pro 4, you'll go for the Pro 5. But it's a good shoe. It's a really good shoe. It's nothing crazy different about it, but there's enough there to go out and get it. Does that make any sense? It's a good shoe. It really is. I found the Evo SL was too aggressive. It caused my foot to overpronate. Yeah, that'd be the Light Strike Pro. So look for something slightly firmer, I would say. I tell you what, it's a good shoe. Is the Adidas Supernova Rise that we just recently reviewed. Nothing like crazy about it. Just simple shoe. It's very much like the Velocity Nitro 4 from Puma. Great shoe. Any info on the Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 4? Yeah, that's coming February. Expect an update to the foam. And I'm guessing they'll tweak the plate a little bit, but I might be wrong. But yeah, February apparently. Cherry, I love the ASICS Nova Blast and Super Blast and looking at getting ASICS Edge or Sky for a race day, but I'm a slower runner. Are they for me or for speedy people? There's no such thing as are these shoes for speedy people. That's absolute nonsense. You buy whatever you want to buy. What I would say, obviously, is the fact that these shoes are designed with certain people in mind, elites and stuff like that. But obviously there is science and papers and stuff that say actually the normal people also get benefit out of these shoes. Okay. Personally, if you're getting on with your Super Blasts, I'd wear them on race day. But if you're looking for a carbon plate and you know Asics work for you, yeah, one of those will work for you as well. But just make sure you try them and find out which one works for you the best. But honestly, the Super Blast will do a cracking job as well. Gary's back. So he's trying to choose a rotation. So this is what he's got a 50 mile ultra. I have to choose a training rotation from the following: Alpha Fly. I mean, I would just run everything in the Super Blast out of all them, and I'd probably do some of the because you're going to be looking to get miles. That's it, volume. Yeah, it's just a volume number, isn't it? Volume. It's a numbers game. I'm a bit tired. It's a numbers game. So I would just be eating them up with the Super Blast. That's what I would be doing. That's the sensible thing to do. Unless you went out and bought the Mero Premium. You're welcome. Look at this. I just got the Mega Blast in the Ekiden colorway and agree they look great. Yeah, Matt. A client of mine got them as well. Paul, shout out to him. He got the Mega Blast in that colorway. He does look better than the pink purple thing that they sent me. I've got major FOMO on that one. It's a cracking looking shoe. It really is. Hadsby. Evening, Chris. Why is training on a treadmill much harder to get training paces, even though it should be more consistent than road running? Also, every treadmill calibration never matches the Garmin. Can't comment on the Garmin. Yeah, I mean, I find it a bit easier on the treadmill, to be honest with you. I don't know. I just feel I'm just able to dial it in a little bit. I've got no distractions. I ain't got to wait for traffic lights. I ain't got to worry about cars. All that sort of stuff. I'm a bit the other way on it. I would say it's easy. Because nothing's easy when you're doing intervals and you're pushing. But I just find don't get me, I suppose if I was just doing easy miles on there, I'd find it hard because it's boring. But it does seem to take, like, if you did 3 miles on there, it seems to take forever. So I get that. But on intervals, for me, it seems to go quickly. And that's why I like doing them on there. Mainly because I could dial in the pace. Neil, regarding the Evo SL, I'm loving these shoes. I saw your review of the new woven version and the improvements they've made. Just seems strange they've never updated. Yeah, it's a weird thing, isn't it? They didn't update the laces, isn't it? But I tell you what, hang on. Let me see if I can get them. I'll save you all. Hang on. I'm trying to find you the link to the laces you need to put in them. But I don't know. Is it on there? Let's have a look. 1 second. Okay. Because I've got them on here. I'm going to put the link. I'm trying to get the I'm going to put the link in the description. Sorry if anybody is thinking, what the hell is he doing? Here we go. There we go. All different colorways. Get the link. Right, you ready? So anybody who wants to upgrade their laces on Adidas shoes, the link is there. There you go. All right. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't update the laces, to be honest with you. It was a stupid thing. But as I said in the video, they need to save something, hold something back. And it's weird because on the ATR, you've got better laces, which is just mad, isn't it? Okay, what's your best advice for someone running their first marathon in Manchester next year? Don't put any time, put a number on your head in terms of you're going to try and do, I don't know, whatever. Have a realistic training plan that's not going to get you injured. Run your easy miles, all the basics. But most importantly than anything else, well, other than getting in the gym, is be consistent. Consistency is what will get that marathon distance done. Be consistent at everything you do: diet, strength work, cross training, and obviously the mileage you're going to do in the week. Apply yourself into the speed sessions. Apply yourself into the long runs. but make sure you're bloody consistent, and you're also actually, in terms of consistency, about your recovery as well. So sleep. It sounds very basic, but it's very hard when you're in the trenches doing marathon training to just even try and be consistent at getting the right amount of sleep. It's really hard. So that's the sort of thing. Just do the basics right. Don't try and trace times. Just get it done. More about it from there. Oh, just burped live on there. You're welcome. From Aero Prim. Yeah, we've got videos. James, go and check them out. Ghost Max. Oh, James, you did 12 miles on the treadmill yesterday. Oh, it's not for me, that. I appreciate why a lot of people do those miles on the treadmill. I couldn't personally do 12 miles on the. I have done 13 miles when I was on holiday once because it was about 1,000,000,000 degrees. But I couldn't think of anything worse, really. Maybe do some biking, maybe. But yeah, it's a tall order. But again, when you get into it, you know, it's all right. It's okay, like in terms of the faster stuff. But when you get into the longer stuff, I just feel like I'm getting nowhere. Does that make any sense? Um, what's this? It's not the run. I had to be back on the treadmill. I had intervals today. 2 mins at 4:17 kilometer, 1 minute recovery at 7. Garmin moans too fast, 3:58. I've never been too fast. Firstly, are you setting it? Okay, to be, I might be, but are you setting it on as a treadmill run on your watch? And also with regards to the alerts and things like that, if it's telling you stuff, you can turn the alerts off. You can set your on the session. You can set the alerts when they're going to be ringing at you. I personally would base nothing on pace on the treadmill. I'd base it on effort. Yeah, that's what I would base it on. More than anything else. The treadmill with the numbers, the variation, the speed of it. Obviously, treadmills are different. Each treadmill is different. I'd base it purely on effort. That's how I work on the treadmill. I know when I'm absolutely blown out my ass on the treadmill. When I'm really having to stride out and really get after it. I know. And my pace will equate to that when I look at it afterwards. So I don't base it on pace. Should really, to be honest with you, it's very hard to run those hard efforts trying to keep a pace. You should do it all to perceived effort. So that's what you want to try and do. Dave's in the house. 40 runs USA. Boop boop. Look at that. What a hero. Well done, Bri. Good lad. Proud of you. Thank you. Danny completed in his first High Rocks Pro doubles yesterday. Last Saturday. Not my usual thing, but if you're doing some strength work at the gym, it's a good bit of training. It's part of my effort. You know what, Danny? That's it's an interesting point you mentioned that. Firstly, Ben wants me to do one of these things. But also I saw a geezer today, on the things that you pull down, whatever they're called. And it did make me think about it. I was thinking about, should I ever go on them? I wouldn't know what I'm doing on those things. But it did make me think about it. I wouldn't say I was tempted, but it made me think, I wonder how difficult it would be. I wonder how hard it would be to do that. It did. I say it did make me think when I was in the gym today about it. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something. It's definitely something Ben wants to do. But I'm not convinced yet. Does that make any sense? Although, yeah, I might do it. I kind of fancy it. Don't know. What do you reckon? You let me know. As I said, you guys let me know whether I should do it or not. We've got some stuff coming in the new year, but maybe we should do that. They're quite hard to get into, I think, as I understand it as well. I don't know whether that's sort of like slowed down a bit in terms of people signing up for the High Roxes and things. But there was a point where everyone really struggled to get into them. But I don't know whether that's still the case. I know because I think was it Charlie from about half the group got into one. I can't remember. But yeah, so it is something that I would like to do, I suppose, because I did the triathlon. So maybe we do a high rocks. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I say it did make me think about it today when seeing the geezer do the old pulling down thing. But yeah. Have we got anything else? Or are we done? Actually, we've done 30 minutes, so that's probably oh hang on. Marathon, this is Danny coming back on this. The marathon endurance saved me on the runs, but the strength work in the gym for the legs will help the running. Hard to get into and also bloody expensive. Whoever invented it is laughing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is the thing, Danny. I was thinking about it because of the strength work, but I don't want it to derail from my training for London. That's the thing. I don't want it to. I'm sort of dialed into that now for that really starting it kick off. So again, like today, for example, I was back on the legs. I'm starting to turn up the volume in terms of what I'm doing on my legs. When I finished Chicago, I was very sort of upper heavy, up focused. But the last 2 weeks, let's say, I've really started to put the legs back in. I tried to leave my legs alone after Chicago, let them repair, let them recover, and do that sort of stuff. But yeah, in prep for the London block starting, I've really started to put that in, and that will continue actually. Now, as we sort of as we go through the festive period, I will take a week off over Christmas, obviously, from the gym. But in general, I'm sort of increasing the weight that I'm lifting, and that sort of thing. So real focus on that instead of pushing ahead with the strength work to hopefully see the net result from that. Just see Mark use Speed Coach Jim. Yeah, I've been the first person to use it. But yeah, okay, team, that's it. Quick show tonight, as always. Don't like to hang about, don't like to waste your time. But yeah, like I said, we've got a lot coming out on the channel again this week. So just chucking stuff at you towards the end of the year. I really do appreciate you guys hanging around. I really do appreciate you joining me every Monday. Next week is our last live Monday. Okay. So be great if you could join me again. Come along with some questions, come along with some stuff. Hope you enjoyed the videos this week. Thanks for all the support as always. And that's probably about it, really. So I'll see you guys on Friday when we're live on the Long Run Show.